is John Piper with the weekend video clip, and it's Saturday the 13th of January, and we're looking at a chart of the Dow. What I've actually done is I've put the I've calculated the percentage growth of this move here. That's move 1, and it's plus 70%. That's what the calculator there. This is a wave 2. Let me just work out the percentage growth for wave 3. Right, wave 3 is 72% as per the calculator. This is approximate, not precise. Don't be fooled by the number of decimal places. So we've got 70%, 72%. Let's see how this one's doing. This is a wave 4 decline, wave 4 low. I then worked out what a 7% gain from here would take us to, and the figure is 25916. So using that very rough approximation, I can use that as my target for the Dow. Okay, the wave count is a blow-off top, although having said that, of course, it's actually done no more than these moves have done in terms of actual percentage terms. There's no particular waveform here. I mean, we can count as a 1, 2 perhaps, maybe 1, 2, but this just keeps on going up really without seeing a 4, so I think we've got a 4 and a 5 probably, but the area around 25916, or more particularly 26,000, looks like being an interesting area. We're not quite there, well, actually fairly close in fact. We're within 200 points, which Dow could do in an afternoon if it's so minded, but right now no sign of a peak. I have to add here that this is impressive stuff in normal times. A 70% growth rate over a 2-year period is pretty amazing stuff. But when you get a 2,000% growth rate on Bitcoin in 1 year, it sort of rather dwarfs the achievement of this market. Much bigger market, of course, affects a lot more people, but from a trader's point of view, there's no real contest, in my opinion. By looking at the DAX, this is the 2-hour chart. So a peak here, clear A, B, C. There's your interest in ABCs. That's a pretty good example of one. This move here looks like a 5-wave move, impulsive. It could be a 5th wave failure. 5th wave failure is a final move that actually fails to make a new high. So obviously that was a previous high around 13,500 odd, and this is 13,400. So if that's the peak, we're going to see 5 waves down and an impulsive sell-off. The alternative is that we're going to see a corrective move here, A, B, C again perhaps, and it's going to go up again. So let's just look at the short-term action from here. Okay, well from here there's a clear 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, maybe C, 5. The form here is a bit obscure, maybe part of the that peak there may part of the 4-wave. But then we got confirmation of a very weak A, B, C. So it looks like we could see a major sell-off on the DAX come Monday morning or thereabouts. So that's one signal I'll be looking at very carefully next week. Those of you familiar with my extreme stop system, which is something we give away for free to new subscribers, put an extreme stop below there or below there. It's actually quite close. There's not a huge gap. It's not I mean, again at 13,160 for example, okay, 100-point stop, but for a big move like this, that may be a good starting point. You can look to add once the position starts to motor. Right, a quick look at Footise. Not the easiest counter chart. This is an hourly chart from the December lows. I think I'd count it as a 1. Biggest decline there is so that's a 2. 3 to there, another big decline. So we're in the 5th wave, but again it's no sign of a peak at this point. I guess rather similar to the Dow, but not a huge amount to say at the moment. Right, on to gold. Trading history as far as I'm concerned is I got involved with this triangle here, which is a very clear triangle on the short-term chart. This is a weekly chart, bought around 1,000. So that's wave 1, I think, of the bull market. Then got a big A, B, C down to there. 2016 was a big call for gold. Did very well, very nice positions. That's a wave 1, I believe. That's a wave 2. Now the count becomes very obscure here, but to keep it simple, I think this is a 1 and a 2. There are other counts, but with this 3 now starting up. So I'm looking for a substantial move here to take out certainly the peak here. So that's a sort of minimum target for a wave 3, which is just getting going. So gold is one of the more important markets this year. I guess possibly the most important. I mean, the cryptos are either first or second. In my view, I think we'll see much bigger gains on the cryptos, but gold has a much longer history, obviously. I think the equity markets are very much a tertiary concern in the sense that I think they're going to go down, and there aren't the same vehicles available in stocks, etc., all these coins, etc. And it's easier to buy and hold than to short and hold. It's a different sort of mentality. You often see sharp pullbacks in the bear markets, very volatile action, whereas in a bull market, which I'm expecting in gold, and we're seeing in cryptos quite obviously, it's often much gentler, much easier to enter, and generally a much more relaxed process, I think is the, although I can't say the crypto is relaxed right now. Anyway, let's go down a leg and have a look at the move on gold so far. Well, we've got two counts here from this low at 1240. Clear 5 waves here. So 1, 2, very subnormal 2 wave. Now it could be a 3, 4, 5, and then a 2 wave. Again, a very subnormal 2 wave, given this very substantial $80 rally. So a sort of $15 decline is very, very subnormal. However, the new action up here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some kind of correction is due here, and the form that correction takes should tell us the story. A simple ABC, maybe down to 1320, which is resistance on the way up, as it were, would suggest that that count is correct, that we've got a big 1 here, a very subnormal 2, and now we're motoring again, and that will be a buying opportunity. Hopefully we get a good signal there to add to positions. The alternative count is it's actually a 1, 2, 3 to there, and this is just a 4th wave, which makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a bigger decline coming in, at least back down to 1300 or thereabouts. So those are the two alternatives. I would expect both those to give us good buying opportunities and to add to positions. I'll be continuing to hold on my various stocks. I've still been holding those since 2016, ETFs, etc. But I like to add spread bets and also ETFs, etc., GDX to the mix. In our private trading room, we've also added some nugget options, which are now in profit. And again, we'll be looking to increase that dramatically once we've got a clearer picture of where we are. The difficulty up here was it looked like we were a bit toppy, due for pullback. Now got a possibly complete pattern, and this decline, which I'm expecting, should give us some very clear clues. I'll just go on the 15-minute chart to look at this in a bit more detail. That's a pretty clear 1, pretty clear 2. I think it has a bit more. That could easily be a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So more upsides due in any case. This could still be part of 3, but again, we should know pretty soon. And given the scale of the wave 1, which is about $15, $16, $18, actually that can't be a 4, can it? Because it overlapped with the 1. This must all be part of 3, unless it's an ending diagonal, which it could be. In any case, we shouldn't see prices go that much higher before we see a pullback. The pullback should tell us the tail, and we should be seeing buying opportunities as we go along. I mean, clearly the spike here was a buying opportunity. With gold doesn't throw them out quite regularly, with quite tight stops. It's very often get a trade at £10 a point, 10-point stop, $100 risk, and you can get on something that goes on for hundreds of dollars. Like in this situation, there's a lot to play for here, so gold is one to be involved with going forwards. I've gone for the cryptos, and this is the total market cap. I thought I'd look interested to look at this for a change. Back in May 13, we saw a move from around $1 billion up to $10 billion. At the time, Bitcoin went up to, I think, $1,000. Then to a big 2 wave, and now this massive advance we're seeing taking us up from 10 billion up to 800 billion in the space of a few years, I think 2 or 3 years. Let's go down a leg on. Right, the previous chart was a log scale, this one is arithmetic scale. Got a clear 3rd wave here, 4 and 5. There's also a 1, 2 there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with another 1, 2 here. So this counts as a 4th wave with new highs due. So the question is that fourth wave over, or could we see another leg down? So have a look at Bitcoin and see what that has to say. Right, this is the 4-hour chart. Shows an all-time peak, just short of 20,000. A, B, C, close to almost 50% decline, so quite a solid pullback. Then got an A, B, C rally, which is concerning because, as I've been saying, it looks to me like we're going to see another leg down, and the Fibonacci 38.2% level is around 7.6. That's based on the peak of 20,000. So that's a support level. That's also supported by the fact that that would be almost a $10,000 move, which will equal this one here. So if it does fall, I'd look for that to be major support. Support here, it could be a flat, so around 10. That's the big round number, is an important number as well. So let's have a look at the action since this peak, just around 17,000. Right, so the peak was down here, and there's counting counters of 5 down to here. So it's a quite complex count, so what it's racking up depends on what comes next, really. A, B, C, possible, not necessarily over yet. Resistance around 15,000. Looks to me like we're still going down. I mean, there is a more positive feel in the market, I think. A lot of coins have been rallying quite strongly, but that's not conclusive. The chart pattern is pretty positive, or pretty negative, I should say, for a move down to 10,000. I mean, I'm gearing up for that. I've been lighting up my Bitcoin holdings while building up other coins. Other coins look more positive, but Bitcoin does look like we could easily see that sell-off. I'd be quite glad not to see it. The positive may come in, but not too many right now. Just as a comparison, this is the Ethereum chart. So when Bitcoin peaked at 20,000, Ethereum was around almost $900. ABC declined down to 500. I give a buy signal, I think around there, big call, and just gone straight up. It's almost trebled actually since that point. So it's not all doom and gloom at all. A lot of very positive coins. And in fact, when Bitcoin peaked, the market cap was actually still rallied quite strongly if Bitcoin fell, and the altcoins took up the slack. So if Bitcoin does fall, it may not affect the total cap that dramatically, because there was quite a positive move of other coins. And people don't like taking money out of the crypto space, and once you're in there, you want to stay in there really, because it has been so profitable. Having said that, there will be some huge shakeout, a much bigger shakeout at some point. I think probably 2019, but obviously that could be mistaken. Anyway, on that note, I'll call it today. I hope you found it interesting and useful. Back to the report of Tuesday morning subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.